Hey guys, welcome back to Build a Boat. Today we have the updated version of the T34. Uh, what I mean by that is last time I made a video on this, it was not complete, and this is still not complete. So I'm doing like update videos for like the build to show the progress I've done on it. Now this is just the hull, which is complete. Well, not really. I need to add details for the tracks, which I've never done before because I'm lazy. I also need to extend the lower glacis, and I need to add a couple more details in the back and on the top here. Suspension, maybe I can add that. But I know I said this in the or I explained what this tank was in the first episode, I guess you could call it. But really, I should talk about it more. So let's just go over everything. If you've seen the first part of this build, you can skip over this. But honestly, I just want to go over it since history is cool. The T-34 heavy tank is American. It's not the T-34 the Russians used, which is smaller and I would, yeah, pretty much weaker. So, of course, this was made in the United States. Type is a heavy tank. Designed in 1945 through 1948. Only two of these were built. The length was 43 feet, 3 inches, 13.18 meters. Gun forward, 32 feet, 10 inches, 10.01 meters. Gun aft. The width would be 12 feet, 5 inches, 3.78 meters over sand shields. The height is 10 feet, 7 inches, 3.23 meters over the cupola or cupola, however you want to pronounce it. So I had a crew of 6: driver, gunner, loader, assistant loader, commander, assistant driver, or just driver. Armor, whole front. So this part would be 102 millimeters to 203 millimeters. That's 4 to 8 inches maximum. So the gun shield or the mantlet is 279 millimeters, 11 inches, so almost a foot of steel. Turret armor, front 303 millimeters, which is 11.9 inches. 305 millimeters would be a foot of steel, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Main armament was the really powerful 120 millimeter T-53 L60 rifled gun. Uh, it could hold up to 34 rounds, and these were beefy rounds, like the size of your leg, maybe even bigger. Uh, this tank was going to fight German tanks. This is its only purpose is anti-German tank. I think the most common one it would want to face, which not really common. It would the T-34, the American one, would normally face Panzers, so Panzer IV F2s and Panzer IV Gs and all that, and Panzer IIIs. I don't think those were a thing at the end of the war. I think Panzer IV replaced it. I don't know all about that, but this was designed specifically to counter German armor. And the 120 millimeter would have done it really well. And also the armor is really good. Weak spots in the front here. The turret is gone. We'll focus on the hull. The lower glacis is only like 73 millimeters, so it has an effective thickness of 100 and something millimeters. But since that's weak armor, pretty much. I mean, sure, it has a lot of effective thickness, but if you counter like a long-barreled 88 kWk gun, then obviously it's going to pin. Any gun that is powerful, it can punch through this lower glacis. Maybe the driver thing here, which I actually think the driver viewpoint ports would be here. There's 2 drivers up front, and then the rest of the crew is in the turret. But yeah, and lower glacis is obviously a weak spot. Sides, weak spot. Back, you're protected with a humongous engine, so maybe that's not a weak spot, but it will disable your tank if you get shot in the engine. Only because you can't move, but the turret can still traverse. Probably it would probably get jammed or something. But side armor here, top armor, you won't have to worry about that too much. Only aircraft can get there, or if a Tiger II can somehow like lower it, if it's point blank and it's lowering its barrel there. The turret, there's a little triangle spot on the top that you can shoot, and I guess the turret ring too. You can get a trap shot into the tank. Uh, that's the only weak spots I can think of. Oh yeah, there's a gun port here, but I decided not to add that since, well, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Oh my god, that is adorable. That is adorable, but it has C4 on it or something. Well, yeah. So this is all I have so far. So I guess we could talk about German tanks. If this thing faced a, let's say, like a Tiger II or a Panzer Kampfwagen Alfs B, I think the T34 would win. Maybe. No, I have my money on the Tiger II. Tiger II has great armor except in the front and the turret, or the I mean, the front is really nothing's getting through there, but I meant the turret front. So the Panzer Kampfwagen Alfs B, uh, it's a heavy tank. Nazi Germany built it. In service 1944 through 45. Only served in World War II, of course. Designer was Henschel and Crump, and it was designed in 1943. It was made in 1944. So the manufacturer is Henschel. I already said that. The unit cost is 800,000 Rheinmark, 300,000 USD or United States dollars. Produced through 1944 through 45 before the end of the war, and only 409 or 489 were built. So you will not see. It's rare that you would find a Tiger II. Um, I mean, maybe you would find a train uh, carrying them. Maybe, I don't know. Um, so Tiger II, it's one of the most feared tanks of World War II, and also the Tiger H1 or the Panzer Kampfwagen Alfs E. Um, yeah, Tiger II would probably win against the T34, but the T34 would always win against a Tiger One, only because, well, the Tiger One, even though it can punch through the lower glacis and stuff, but I mean, the Germans would probably not know how to uh, attack against this. Unlike the Sherman, they would teach, the tank drivers where to shoot and how to kill a Sherman. This thing would have been relatively new if this was actually put into service and all that. So a Tiger H1 would probably lose all the time against a T34. I'm just rambling on about how good this tank is when it's not really good. Transmission suffered, suspension suffered because of the weight. It was 60 something tons. I think 69 tons. Do not joke about that. The mass of the Tiger II is 68.5 tons, or a 67.4 long tons, or 75.5 short tons, early turret. The length for the Tiger II is 7.38 meters, and the width is 3.755 meters, 12 feet, 4 inches. Height is 3.09 meters, 10 feet, 2 inches. Excuse me, had a crew of 5, commander, gunner, loader, radio operator, and driver. Feel like Mac is my friend. I recognize that name. So armor for the Tiger II is 25 to 185 millimeters, 1 to 7 inches. Main armament was a single piece 88 centimeter KWK 44 or 43 L71 early gun, or a long barrel 88, I think. Can you lag the server? Why? I don't know. I can't type right now. Right now I'm making good. Anyways, Tiger 2 was, I don't know if it was a fail. I mean, people were scared of it, but I mean, they should have. The Panzers were obviously the backbone of the German army, ground units, and Tiger 2s, you would rarely see them since so little were built. And only two of these were built because it was in a prototype stage. Um, just like the T95, which is also one of my favorite tanks, only two of them were built, and only one of them survives today. And I think that goes the same with the T34. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully it was useful, or not useful. Hopefully you learned something from it. Now I will be doing the next part of this with the turret. Stop lagging, please. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.